Another episode of the Ripple Effect, and we're back in the base doing some work. I've actually not been on the server for the last couple days. If you guys haven't noticed, I've got a new series out called Build, which is just some creative building we're doing on things that are in my head that I want to get out there, and maybe those are builds for later, just a way to save it, stuff like that. Hey, the walrus joined. I'll enjoy that. Yeah, so we're gonna work in this section of the base. I actually had ideas. You know what? Let's go look real quick. So, even though I haven't been on the last few days, I did spend 2 to 3 days in a row working on the mountain. So it's not been forgot about. We're actually wrapped around pretty far these top road. That's the word. See, we're getting there. And I actually had an idea for the entrance of the mountain. You know how we have our slab doors right there? I actually had a really cool design for right there that I wanted to do, but it requires a lot of quartz, and I don't have a good way of getting quartz. I could ask Carl to use his gold farm, but I don't want to do that. I want to have my own way of getting quartz. So one of the things I've been kind of putting off is a villager trading hall. And that sucker's going to go right there. Originally, it was going to go here, and then I changed my mind, and I was like, I'm going to put it over here. And then it's like, no, I don't want to put it here. I want to put it here. So we're going to finally put it here. Now, the problem is, because we have the bee farm right there, I want to say the bee farm technically ends here. I'm not sure because of this little area right here. And I'm not removing this area. I love the bee drop wall, or the honey drop wall, where the items just kind of fall down. I think that's awesome. It's one of the best things in this room. So this is not going anywhere, but we need to figure out what to do to fit everything in. I looked up there and I was like, why is SpongeBob above my base? It's not SpongeBob. Now that I said that, I'm probably going to be pranked with a SpongeBob above my base somewhere. But yeah, so the villager trading hall is going to go here, and I'm thinking it's going to go around this entire flat wall. I didn't mean to. Yeah. Sorry. Maybe you were there. I don't know. So it's going to go all the way to here. So it's basically going to fill up, just like this side. This side's basically all the way done to the curve. This one's going to do the same thing. I need to figure out how far I want to recess it back, because that's the thing. We recessed the iron farm back, and that allowed us to do something like this. And I kind of need to think about all the things I want in my base in case I want more of that in my base. And I'm sure I do. I'm sure there's stuff, like I've been thinking about a gunpowder farm for a while now, mainly because I'm too cheap to keep buying Jimbo's rockets. Sorry, Jimbo. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is we're going to flip the beacons on. I'm going to do some exploratory digging, see what kind of room we have to work with, and I'll come back with hopefully a design. Alright, so we have the room shape kind of unfolding here. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see. Alright, the zombie in the iron farm distracted me jumping up and down. Hey dude, knock it off. But yeah, I started talking, so now Susie's waking up for nap. So prepare for Susie background noise. But yep, this is the shape, kind of. So you can see I've got this little hall going down here. And originally I had put these to kind of tell where I was going to put... Oh, jeez. I have haste on still, so it's just absolutely murdering all the blocks around here. That's just... There we go. So my plan is to have villagers along this wall. Have villagers along this wall, but because how little space is now here, because of how big I wanted this center area to be, not much room for a trading hall down that way. I think I'm going to do a trading hall down this way too. Hello, Sue. So we're going to have an L-shaped trading hall. I don't know what I'm going to do here yet. There's not a lot of depth, so maybe a map wall. I was kind of hoping to do an enchanting setup, but I don't think we're going to have the room here. So it might just be tied in down there, or I make room for it somewhere else in the base. Don't really need it, because all the XP areas have enchanting setups already, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't think I've made an enchanting setup this season. Holy cow. No, I haven't. I've used all the other base stuff. or the other community stuff. Yeah. The other thing is this wall right here is not going to stay flat anymore. I had this idea and I think it'll be pretty cool where we're going to layer it. So we're going to drop it back to where it lines up right with that guy. So let's just do this real quick. I forgot cobblestone isn't instant mine even with haste. Yeah, well, let's just do this. Anyways, so for the next 4 blocks, it'll be straight. Then we're going to come out 1. There you go. You can do this. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. So the wall will gradually connect back up over there. And in doing so, it'll give us this nice wall without being super flat. My biggest complaint with the iron farm is even though it's nice and decorated, it is very flat. At least in my mind. So I didn't want this over here. And because they're 4 wide, we can still put storage silos like we have over here. And I can always change it up. If I realize I need a little bit more than 4, maybe I need 5, we can just go boom, boom, rip that guy out, and now we have a 5 in the middle, 3 on each end, and we'll be good to go. So that's going to be really nice, and not to mention we still have a decent amount of room right here. I'm not sure how I'm going to tie this in yet. Probably, again, coming off the same block up front, diagonally as close as I can to here. I do want it to line up with this original post right here, because this room was designed with this starting section in place. So yeah, that's going to be it for right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and carve out this front section to more match what I want going on, because I think that's going to help me visualize things better. And then we'll come back when we're starting to work on some interior stuff. Alright, we are back, and you can kind of see how the shape has changed, and we have our 4-4-4 wall going all the way across. I miscounted and had to rebuild it, and now it's all cobble, so that's going to be fun to replace. Over here, though, I'm not liking this. It turned out a little weird. So I want this 4 right here because it matches this 4, which means from here to here, I want it to all represent the entrance for the trading hall. All this other stuff is going to change. Matter of fact, it'll probably look like that temporarily until I decide what I want to put in its place. So yeah. But over here, I've got this weird 5 wide spot, roommate. I think I'm gonna square it off actually. Maybe I had an idea for a glass terrarium that's not holding any animals or anything. It's just some plants and feature-looking thing. I don't know. Maybe this is where we put a storage silo sooner or later. I'm not sure. But I do want to bring some life down here. I say life down here. I got leaves everywhere. we're overgrowing like crazy, so that's not that big of a deal. We don't need more green per se, but you know, it's just something. But you can see I've got this too tall wall because the slime farm is real in here. We're getting slimed like crazy. Yeah, I thought I saw names over there, which meant zombies in our walls, and I don't like that. So we can go ahead and take this down since I'm back now into the area. I don't know if slimes attack villagers, and that's what I was worried about. Golem stuck? No, I'm getting distracted. So that's why I closed it up. I didn't want slime hopping over there and killing my villagers while I was up in my storage room doing sorting and stuff. So, yep. We're at the part now where we can go ahead and start working on the interior. Now that we have this laid out, I'm not going to decorate this until I get this stuff in place because there's so much work to do in here before I even think about going out there. So I'm going to keep carving out and get the height correct. I actually want it probably almost all the way up to that ceiling right there. So it's a little scary because we have an ocean above it, but luckily we're not doing a ton of redstone in here. The way I figure it is, so like we said before, there's going to be a trading hall down here. There's going to be a trading hall down here. And then in between these 2 trading halls, like right there, we're going to put a villager breeder. So that's where our breeder is going to be. And it's going to be one I can turn on and off because I don't want a ton of villagers. but it's nice to be able to call some in whenever I need. So yeah, I'm gonna get to carving and kind of probably lay out this one because it's the smaller of the two halls, so you guys can kind of get an idea, and we'll see what we have from there. Alright guys, I'm bringing you back. I'm starting to get some stuff in. Obviously, the shape of the room is gone. I've ditched that. Walkway was way too small. I've expanded it a little bit. I really wanted to use smooth sandstone. I've been wanting to use this block for forever now, but it seems the only block that goes good with it is brick. I've used brick way too much already in this base, so I'm trying to use something different. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. So I'm going to have to come up with a new plan, which means this video is probably going to be delayed again. But I'm working on it. It may also mean that build part 2 came out before this one, just to make sure some kind of video gets out this weekend. But understand, I'm having a little bit of a creative slump because I'm trying to do something unique with the villager trading hall, and it seemed to be working out for me right now. So I'm going to keep playing. Probably going to have to go back into Creative World and get a new block palette. But yeah, I just wanted to show you where I'm at right now. Alright guys, we are back. It's the next day for me. I was actually late last night, but we have a design in place. I left the old one, hang on. I left the old one in place so we can compare. This will be the new design. I get this is probably not gonna work. And the fact that I have loom in there already means that villagers might attach to those before they attach to this. We'll figure that out. Right now I'm just worried about how it looks. I'm getting ready to have a stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put all of this in place for this section and this section. So by the time we come back, we can start getting into some more nitty-gritty stuff. And my morning voice is not going away. But yeah, I'm going to try to time-lapse that also, so we at least have something to pretty stare at. But I'm going to get going. I will see you guys after stream. Alright guys, I've been doing some work since the stream. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed that, well, I say live stream replay. Time-lapse from the live stream, where we did the other side. I'm just coming through, adding in a little detail. It is making things a little bit darker, but I'm really liking that. You can see we went with the Prismarine Warped Wood roof. This is literally the 5th or 6th roof design I put in here. Nothing was looking very good. All these guys are empty still. because I don't know exactly what villagers I'm going to put where. I'm thinking the non-librarians are going to be on this side, so I'll need to rip out all these bookshelves and looms and lecterns and all that stuff. And we'll move the librarians to this side. There are 8 cells here and 6 cells here. So 4 of these will probably be brick masons, just so I can trade stone and stuff at high rates to get either brick or quartz. Remember, we really do need quartz. And then I'll have 2 cells for something that I don't know yet. I need to go ahead and look through the villagers, figure out what I want. It'll more than likely be a cleric, because why not? They give bottles of XP, and sometimes that's useful. But I really need to start working on this room. This room has just changed shape 5 or 6 times since I've started this build. So I need to take in advance that I can't move this. I'm going to have to figure out a way to cover it up. And I still need to fall within this opening. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bunker down, knock this room out, hopefully get something that looks good, and then we'll work on adding some more detail all in here. And I don't know what to do right here. So the problem is I wasn't supposed to go past like right here, and I did go past, and now to put decoration in I need to go past again. And I don't really know what I want to put here, and that kind of is determining if I want to round the roof off right here or not. So yeah, I need to be thinking about that too. Down here I think it's going to be a doorway for us to access our villager breeder and stuff, because remember, it's going to be back behind all of these. So yeah, okay, let me work on this room, and I'll bring you guys back when we have something worth looking at. Alright guys, we are back, and I think I can say the inside is 99% done. Yeah, so obviously this big area right here, we're going to do a map wall. I just don't have the maps yet, mainly because this episode's taking a long time to get out, and I'm trying to hurry up and get this darn thing done. All the little villager trading areas have been decorated and filled in with what villager is going to go where, so we're going to have 4 stonemasons here. I don't have their tables in yet. I'm going to wait till we get the villager breeder and stuff in. We're going to have clerics here and here, and then everyone down this way will be librarians, and it's all decorated and finished off. I mentioned we were going to have the doorway to the breeder here. I lied. I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut through one of these little areas anytime we need to get back to the breeder. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Pretty simple. All in all, I think this area looks great. I really like the floor design. I'm contemplating putting a chandelier in, but again, I didn't have the time to play around with that. For now, I went ahead and moved our little posters over here. Hopefully we can get a Duds poster done soon. The outside, as you saw, the exterior was not done. I'm still doing that. Matter of fact, I'm going to get ready to do that right now because I'd like it done before I put this episode out. So yeah, I know what I want here. I know what I want here. It's just here. I don't know what I want. It's going to make things a little difficult. And the fact that we have this little transition, which I actually like. So I don't want to get rid of it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start doing the exterior, and then I'll bring you guys back when it's done. Alright, we are back to a familiar spot. Check it out. The exterior is done, and I love it. Why did I stop moving? There we go. OBS must have kicked me off. So yeah, this is like the, again, 3rd or 4th iteration from out here. I went ahead and did this section and this section first. I knew what I wanted, though this is kind of hurting me a little bit. It stands out a bit, which is what I wanted. But I didn't realize how small 3x3 was going to be. I'm thinking about maybe bringing my fish and making this a giant fish tank. But then again, I used panes to give it depth. And also, what kind of annoys me is I know these panes connect right there. I wish panes didn't auto-connect. I wish there was a way I could tell it not to do that. That'd be really nice. But yeah, so I've got this bookshelf archway, not really archy. Yeah, I'd love it. It looks really good. I'm super happy with it. I did have to put some redstone lamps down here because it was really dark right here. Even though this is all half slabbed, I want to say the light level was like 4. So even though nothing was going to spawn here, I didn't want to deal with how dark it was. Yeah, and then I could just continue that over. You can see this stripe and this stripe are at the exact same Y level, so the pattern just keeps going across. But I did feel it was a little too plain. Oh, I didn't realize this. I probably need to grab another one of these blocks and throw it there. But I've added this other stripe because obviously we stepped down again. And from here, ooh, lightning. From here to here, just gets a little plain, boring, even though I've got all this texturizing going on. So I added the stripe down lower. It's not over there because technically this stripe would be underground or under the floor on that side. So we're good there. We don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I love this design. This whole area, as much work as it has been. I'm out of wood, by the way. All my dark oak, all my spruce, gone. I think all I have is acacia and birch now. Warped wood, gone. Don't have any more of that. So I even had to buy all this blackstone off Carl. So yeah, but the room looks good. We haven't gotten to put villagers in here yet. What I'm going to do off camera is dig the hole for the villager breeder back there. And we'll go ahead and move our villagers from over that way into the hole. And then we'll worry about getting everything done on the next episode. But yeah, before we go, if you guys are watching this the day it comes out, which should be a Wednesday, that Saturday, we are going to have a live stream day. Jimbo's kicking us off. I'm second, which is around my normal live stream time. Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, check it out. It's twitch.tv/dudsversus. You'll be able to find me. A lot of fun. We'll definitely be working here. I think we're actually going to work in the gaming district a little bit. I want to get that set up because I have an idea for a fun game. But hey guys, we're going to go ahead and end it here. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Sorry it took so long. A lot of work went into this one. But I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.